Hi loves, so we're just going to jump right into this video. What you will need is bleach powder and a brush, just like a little hair brush, and something to put the bleach and volume in. This is the 30 volume and Shimmer Lights shampoo. So what I'm doing, I'm pretty much just measuring how much of the product I will need, just going step by step and then just adding on whatever I need throughout the process. So I'm going to take that little brush and just kind of mix it around in that container. Just kind of mix it around in the container, keep stirring and adding more powder, adding more volume, bleach. And I'm showing you guys that it's kind of thick, so you don't want to make it like too watery, so that when you are applying it on the frontal, it leaks through the frontal and it gets on the actual hair. That's what you don't want. So you want to make sure that the consistency of the mixture is kind of thick, not too thick to the point where you can't smear it around on the frontal, but thick enough so that it won't leak through the frontal onto the hair, because I've done that before and it turned out a mess. It's pretty much like a learning process. You're never gonna get it right on the first try, and if you do, well then kudos to you. But yeah, it's pretty much a learning process. So I'm just pressing on the bleach onto the knots of the hair, and you want to make sure that you're taking the bleach all the way up to the front where you see any type of hair, because you don't want the rest of your closure to be bleached and the part where your baby hairs are for the knots still to be black, because it will look really weird. I've also done that before. So yeah. And I think this whole process took me about 13 minutes to actually complete and do, because I wanted to make sure that the consistency of the bleach wasn't runny, because I literally did that and I bought a new frontal, and this is a new frontal that came. So I don't know if you guys know, but in the last video, my Chit Chat Get Ready With Me that I did, it'll be right here for you guys to click on after this. I actually did wear the frontal, but I didn't do it exactly how I wanted it to be done. So I removed that frontal that was on that wig, and I ordered a new one. This is a new one, and I was just like, well, you know, might as well just make a video, because I got a lot of requests and comments after I posted, you know, the end result of the wig and how it looked on me. I got a lot of requests to actually show how I did all of this. So there are going to be 3 parts. This is the first part. So this is just, you know, customizing your frontal, and the next part will be installing, and the other part will be the next part will be making a wig, and the other part will be installing. So now I'm just setting my timer for 20 minutes. I could have left it on for longer, but I was so nervous. So we're just gonna let that sit, and now we're gonna wash it out. 20 minutes is up, and I like to use lukewarm water on the frontal. Just rinsing all of that bleach off. It's okay to use your hands. You might want to use gloves while doing this whole process too. But yeah, it's okay to use your hands. And I'm just checking to see if the bleach leaked through, and it didn't. So yes. So now we are going to take the Shimmer Lights shampoo, and this shampoo is specifically recommended for bleached or dyed hair. So the purple in the shampoo kind of eliminates all of the orange undertones that you can get from actually bleaching if you don't tone the hair, which is what we're not going to do. So that shampoo really comes in handy. I'm just working it throughout the bundles and throughout the frontal, trying to make sure that everything is clear, everything is washed out, until I see no soap. And now, when that is all done, we're gonna towel dry it with just a towel, and yeah, y'all, that was the hard part. So now I'm showing you guys the frontal, and this is the mannequin head. And I'm just going to take safety pins. Those aren't safety pins, those are thumbtacks. I'm going to take the thumbtacks and place them on the mannequin head. I ordered this mannequin head from Amazon and also the stand from Amazon. And it came in just in time. So I'm just combing through the hair, and I'm parting the hair to show you guys how the bleach frontal actually looks. It looks really natural even before we actually do all the plucking and customizing. So I'm just taking these hairpins and I'm just holding the hair back. And now I'm going to take my tweezers. You guys want to use a good tweezer. And we're going to start from the front of the hairline. So I don't do this with the actual, like precision or type of rule. I pretty much just comb the hair back and see where I need to pluck more hair from. And then I just comb through, and you guys see all that hair that came out. There was so much more that came out. But yeah, you guys want to pluck so that your frontal can look so realistic that nobody knows that it's a frontal. Even if they do know, it still looks realistic. That's what you want. That's your goal. So you want to keep plucking until you're liking. And yeah, y'all, just keep plucking. As you can see, it's starting to look a little bit more realistic because nobody's hairline is actually really full. So, you want to pluck as much hair as you think you need off. I don't know. I think this process probably took me about 30 minutes for both sides. And you also want to pluck in the direction of the hair, in the direction of which the hair is flowing. You don't want to pluck against the roots because you might be taking up more hair than needed and you might create a bald spot. So now I'm pretty much going to customize like the baby hairs, but I'm not going to style my baby hairs on the mannequin head. So I'm just parting like a small part of the hair, and I'm plucking some of the hair out because you don't want your baby hairs to be way too thick, because then that will give the look like, oh y'all, hey, look at me. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want the, hey, baby hair over here. Okay. That was a bad analogy, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I plucked that much hair off of the baby hairs, and I'm just going to keep going until I think that I'm done. And now I'm going to part my hair and kind of go in between the parts and pluck some hair out, because I don't want, for my hairline to look really realistic. And once I part my hair, you have all this hair in the middle. So I'm just parting everything, going in between random parts and just plucking some of that hair out so it can look more natural. And I find that this process is best done when the hair is wet, because you can actually see more of what's going on, if you guys get what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. But y'all, let's talk about this color on my nails though. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm just showing you guys how realistic it actually looks when you just pluck. So you don't want to pluck too much. You guys always want to monitor how much you're plucking from the actual frontal, because the frontals, they do bald when they're getting bleached. So you don't want to pluck too much hair off, and then when the frontal starts balding, you can actually see that. So yeah, y'all, I think I did a pretty good job with this. Look at that. Tell me that don't look real. That look like it's coming from somebody's scalp. And look at them edges, looking real. I think I plucked a little bit too much right there, but when I actually put it on, it didn't look like it, so we're just going to skip over that. And I pretty much went on, whoa. Y'all, I was abusing that headstand because the actual stand to the mannequin head was not laying down properly at all. I was going through it. But yeah, I'm pretty much just plucking this side of the frontal, the other side, doing the same steps. I know you guys don't want to see me do this side as well. So I'm pretty much going to rush through this, and yeah, y'all, I'll be back.
Apollo 69.
Alright, y'all, so I'm back. That is how much hair I actually plucked out. That is a lot of hair. But if you want your frontals to look really realistic, well then, that's what you gotta do. So I'm just measuring it on the canvas head so that you guys can actually see how well the frontal actually looks. And yeah, y'all, look at that. Yes, frontal, yes, come through. So now I'm just braiding two sides of the frontal. I'm going to braid it in 2 braids, and I just want you guys to see how natural it looks. I'm just braiding the other side now, and I wanted to insert some clips of when it was finished. I know you guys see how realistic this frontal looks. I think I did a really good job. I was feeling myself, hunty, yes. If y'all don't follow me on Snapchat, then what are you doing? Y'all go follow me on Snapchat right now. It will be right there on the screen. And also follow me on Instagram. This video right here is up on Instagram. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye. Mwah.